I don't know names, but he that's why he understands. The leather itself dates quite close, but the writing itself, because they can, because it's in the is it Kufti script or something like that, which is Iraqi or something like that. So it comes from a later time.
No.
You know the Hijazi, Hijazi in a place. Hijazi in a place. You know what Hijazi is?
But I'm saying
this is the problem.
They say the script it's written in comes from Iraq.
Before we can come to that. We can come to that. No problem. We
did not go to Iraq until later.
We can come to that.
It doesn't make sense that the script is written in Iraqi script.
We can come to that.
Yes.
But the idea is I'm giving you examples for what you have to substantiate as well.
Yes. But
we're not debating the Quran right now. When we come to it, I'll talk about it.
Your evidence will not hold up to the same standard. So that's why when you're telling me.
No, okay, we can look at this. But this is shifting the argument because you don't have enough evidence for your own claim. You shift the argument.
Let's
per se they don't hold.
Yes.
That would not prove that yours hold the
okay.
This is what we're talking about. Now we're talking about this. When we finish this, we can come to the Quran, no problem. But the idea is you have to substantiate from outside the Bible, not from the Bible. And even the companions that you talk about...
You're making a mistake. That's why I said to you, the Bible, it's written by different people who are substantiating what's come before. You're thinking because it's collected together, therefore it's substantiating itself. One author substantiating himself. No, you have different authors substantiating what came before. So therefore I don't need to go outside because before it was collected into one...
I'm going to ask you a simple question. Are you using the Bible?
I'm using the books of each author.
When we say the Bible, are we talking about the whole book?
What does the Bible mean?
The 66 books or 73 books.
What does Bible mean?
A book means book.
It means collection.
No, Bible means book. The word itself, it means book.
Biblios means book.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so it doesn't mean collection.
Anyways, are we talking about
books?
Okay, are we talking?
It means books in the plural.
When we say the Bible, this is all semantics.
Exactly.
That's why I'm telling you.
Plural, because it's not written by the same person.
Listen to me. When we say the Bible, are we talking about everything or not?
Okay. Do you want?
No. Just asking that. It's a simple question. Go. If we're talking about the whole Bible, we cannot use any part of the Bible to substantiate it as evidence.
No, I disagree.
Because it was reasoning.
No.
Then I'll come to you. I'll tell you.
Because if you have different authors writing something and then they put it together, you cannot say that it's circular because it was independent writings collected together. Therefore, it wasn't together and it was independent.
So if we say different companions of the Prophet, they wrote the Quran, then it was compiled together. Therefore, it's true. This is your reasoning. Therefore, different companions of the Prophet, they wrote the Quran, then it was compiled together. The same reasoning. Therefore, it's true.
I'll disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. Because the Quran was narrated by one person. I can agree with you.
Seriously?
I can agree. Listen, well, let me
okay, no problem.
The narrator of the Quran was Muhammad.
The one who recited it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So therefore, people, you can say.
But were there other people at the time?
I'm saying. So you can.
By the way, you're the only one talking for some reason.
Listen,
you know, we're having a discussion.
Listen to what I'm saying. You can make the claim, and I can agree with you that people writ down what they heard him say. But therefore, your logic now becomes circular because what Muhammad says is true.
I have not used that. I have not used that as evidence. You're using it.
I'm just saying.
If I did, it's circular.
But you said, therefore, because these people writ it down, therefore it's true. No, I'm saying I didn't say that. Did I say that? If they writ it down.
Did I say? I said you said that. You said because different people wrote it.
Yes.
Therefore, it's true. This is the claim you made.
But when we build up a logical argument, you use independent.
Let me ask you a simple question. Do you have evidence from outside the Bible?
Yes. Yes.
I'm having a lovely discussion. I'm having a lovely discussion with him over here. You don't have to scream, you know. So, do you agree or you disagree? Anyways, what we're saying is, you know, he made me forget my point.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. My idea is, do you have any evidence from outside the Bible to substantiate that the Torah was preserved?
We have the Talmud as well.
You have the Dead Sea Scrolls 1,000 years after Moses.
Okay.
That's not proof.
We have eyewitness, or we have witness testimony. That's why you have the book.
When I say the Torah, I mean the whole book.
We have the books are eyewitness testimony.
If I substantiate, then one chapter is right.
An eyewitness testimony is an independent book. The book by each prophet.
Which eyewitness testimony?
According to who?
Which eyewitness Testament?
In terms of when we have the prophets talking about the time, they're written at
How
the
do
time.
you know that these?
Because it's
the
a contradiction of.
This is the contradiction. When you say, yeah, the prophets wrote
Listen to what I'm
the
saying.
Bible.
If you want to disprove it, because we're going to get into a circular
Anyways, I think, look.
This is
I'm
why
not going to disprove. I think we've been talking too long about something that doesn't matter. Anyways, so let's look at the other criteria. Let's ignore this one. Okay, let's look at the other criteria. So you tell me. You tell me. Yeah. You tell me what's miraculous. For example, what's miraculous about the Bible?
So now we've spent like an hour on a very pedantic point.
I know. I agree.
This is why we have the burden of proof, because it stops arguments like this where it's circular.
I was using it.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is why if you make a claim, you have to substantiate it. I can bring you the evidence and say this is from God.
You're bringing the same thing as an evidence for itself.
No.
This is different from the burden of truth.
Again, listen.
This is why we were talking.
When you go to court, you have to have witnesses. Yes. So when these books were written independently, they are a witness of what came before. That's all the evidence. That is the status quo. But then for you to challenge.
Let me tell you what you're saying. If I go to court, okay, writing on one paper, I'm innocent. I'm telling people this is the proof that I'm innocent. This is circular reasoning. This is what we're saying. You understand my point? Let's go to another point.
Let's just jump off it. Now we'll go on to the inspired part of the book. This will give more confirmation.
No. I'm asking you what's miraculous. This is one of the.
A prophecy is miraculous.
Okay.
Now
this is a very good point because I want to talk about it. Yeah.
Because now we will then see that does this book have something miraculous?
Okay.
So now I'm going to go to the.
But you remember what we said? If it has false prophecies, it's not from God.
Okay.
Yeah,
now I'm going to go to you from the first book of the Old Testament, and then we'll go to the last book because I want to show you something. So in Genesis, in Genesis 10, it talks about a prophecy of the Messiah to come.
Let's read it.
It says the scepter.
Can I bring it over here to read it?
Got a Bible.
You know, I'm a good Christian, so I do have a Bible as well. Genesis, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Genesis chapter
49.
49. Yeah.
10.
Okay, let's read. Should we look at the...
And because this is in the Dead Sea Scrolls, it validates it if it's a prophecy.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
But we'll continue going back to what we said because the Dead Sea Scrolls are 1,000 years after Moses.
Exactly. So if it happens afterwards, then we can say this has divine.
Yeah, but you said because the prophets preserved, and where did we get that information from the Bible? Let's continue. That's why I'm telling you, leave this point.
No.
But let's read because you brought it up again.
And I'm going to repeat that point, but I want you to read it first.
Okay. Read, yeah, you read.
So it says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Now, do you know what a scepter is?
No clue, no.
A scepter is something a king has. It's a sign of rulership.
I think the scepter is the thing. It has, it has a few parts. I know it. Yes. Yeah, I know it.
So now Judah is what was one of the tribes of Israel. That's where you get like Jewish and Judea.
Judah, he was a prophet.
He was one of the sons of Israel.
Was he a prophet or not?
I wouldn't say he was a prophet, no.
Yeah. So this Judah, it says here he's a lawgiver.
So,
what do you understand by that?
So now I'm going to.
Okay, let's continue. I'm not gonna.
Let me start with because you understood what the scepter is. Now the lawgiver part.
Yeah.
It means the authority to impart laws. A lawgiver.
Yeah, basically.
So this is a prophecy because what it's saying is the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh. Now Shiloh is the Messiah. It was a name, and I can if you
okay, let's continue. No.
So
that's why I'm thinking you don't have to stop at every point.
Okay. So what this is basically saying is that the Messiah will come before the kingship or the rulership of Israel has gone. So we see Jerusalem was taken over by the Roman Empire, and after the destruction of the empire. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. I'll explain it to you. Let me explain the prophecy. Then if you have a retort,
the problem is I'll tell you.
Tell me afterwards. Let me explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
Then you come with.
Go ahead,
your
no problem.
retort.
Go ahead.
So this verse is talking about the scepter. So it's talking about because David was a king, the king of Israel, and this is the kingship came from the line of Judah. So what it's saying is the rulership and the kingship shall not depart from Jerusalem, the line of Judah, until the Messiah comes. So this is a timeline, because even when we see the destruction of the temple, we see that's when there was the erosion or the kicking out or finishing of the Israelite kings. So this is the first timeline of the prophecy of the Messiah. And even if we go to, let me just show you something on.
No, I have something on this point first.
Okay, make your point.
So, first you said he's a lawgiver. Yes. And you said there is no progressive revelation and no one gives laws. You made this point before. So if he's a lawgiver, he's allowed to make it permissible and not permissible for the people. That's by definition a lawgiver.
Okay.
He gives laws to people.
Okay.
So if he's a lawgiver, he can give different laws. Therefore, he can do progressive revelation that we were talking about. But this point is very good as well. Why? Because I want to talk about something relating to a prophecy in the Bible as well, about these kind of things
Let's just address this one first before we jump.
Okay, no problem.
So because you said that Jesus was a lawgiver, first of all, this is not saying that Jesus will be the lawgiver.
I'm not saying Jesus.
I know, I'm just
talking about Judah.
No, but what is...
It says that the lawgiver will be passed away, from him.
Yeah.
So he was a lawgiver.
Because obviously, yes, you can implement laws. So what it's saying is that the scepter. So do you see this as a prophecy?
No. Personally, I'll tell you why not. Because it's very vague. Number one, needs interpretation for you to tell me. If you want to bring me a prophecy, bring me something which is clear.
Shall I give you the Jewish interpretation of this?
Something clear.
Shall I give you the Jewish interpretation?
According to who?
The Jews.
No. Which Jew?
Rabbis. Rabbis.
Yeah, which rabbis? You be any rabbis? Because
I can go into the Talmud. So
if you want to go to.
So this is because this is a Jewish website. So you can.
We can. I think you would find different interpretations with the other Jews. This is the problem.
Who has the right to? Okay. This book we had the Dead Sea Scrolls. Wait. Let me explain the point. We have this book 200 years before Jesus, right?
Yeah.
So now, if this comes to fulfillment afterwards, we would then say this is a sign of something of divine inspiration. Yes.
I'll tell you what's my criteria for a prophecy.
Okay. Well, let's deal with this fact.
Because you're gonna say this is a prophecy.
I'll show you why the Shiloh is relating to Jesus.
But it doesn't matter. I told you because I wouldn't accept that this is a prophecy. It only says that scepter will be passed to him.
No. It's not saying that. It's saying the rulership will not be taken away from Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Until the Messiah has come.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just given me Jewish interpretation. Do the Jews accept Jesus as the Messiah? They don't.
That's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, this talks about the Messiah.
Exactly. So as a Jew, you can either accept the prophecy or reject the person who claims to be fulfilling that prophecy.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
So if you want to use Jews, I can use Jews in the same sense. I can say they don't believe.
I said to you, I can give you the Jewish interpretation.
That's why I told you. That's why I told you people have different interpretations.
Show me the interpretation. I'll show you one, and you show me.
Let me research.
Okay.
Which verse is it?
49:10.
49:10.
Because in the Talmud, the rabbis say Shiloh is the Messiah. Look, now if you disagree, show me some counter evidence because
I don't want to do that. Because I don't have even a contention.
We either work.
I'll tell you, I don't have a contention with that.
Okay, so therefore, okay.
Are we saying this is? If you're saying it has prophecies, no problem.
Yes.
But let me bring to you some false prophecies, because if it has false prophecies, it's not the book of God. Okay. We already agreed on that point at the beginning on camera. Okay. We agreed with that.
So you agree that this is.
I don't agree or disagree. But I'm not going to discuss it. If you want to say and you continue the argument, no problem.
You want to bring
because it's going to take some time for me to research it, what Jesus says about it, and you tell me.
The thing is, I'm not disproving it.
I'm not disproving it.
Because you said being intellectual and intellectual.